so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Up in the Air.stream on another hot day here in Ohio. And that's to be expected this time of year, so no use in complaining about it. But so I had been thinking about what to do with this leftover material that we used for the runner rug. In case you missed that episode, check back at our previous episode that shows us making custom runner, or at least the result of making custom runner rugs for our Airstream, which has worked out really nice. One of the things I always really complained about, and I'm going to flip you around here and show you what I'm talking about, is the fact that when you get your Airstream and you are getting ready to put your storage in there, you get some simple black rubber mats that really doesn't cover the compartment all that well. And as you can see, storage space on an Airstream is pretty limited. We have another locker on the other side that is of similar size to this, and then we have our rear kind of wet storage where we put the sewer pipe, or the black water and gray water tank hose, that is, and then we have this front compartment. And it's one of those things where the wall kind of gets beaten up as well, and in there, because you're putting gear that's sharp and not necessarily used to going into places that are not padded or whatever. So so what we're going to do today to get to it is we are going to cut our leftover rug here, and we're going to cut it to size, and we're going to attach it with some screws. We have a couple rolls over there, so I'm pretty confident between this larger piece and the smaller piece, we're going to use some T-squares there. We're going to be able to cut some pieces, and we're actually going to go up the wall as well. Now we're going to attach these with some hardware that we have, and you can get these in, these are called finishing washers. And I actually was looking for the stainless steel type that I have, but I haven't been able to locate them. But these are black oxided ones, but the stainless steel ones would be preferred because obviously they're not going to rust even in your Florida humid environments. And but we're going to utilize those, and then we are going to use some stainless steel screws as well that won't be too thick and go all the way through the wood. And that's how we're going to attach these rugs and keep them from moving around. Then we're going to fit them to size. And if we need to replace them in the future, when we order our replacement rug for the, we'll probably have some of this left over actually, but if we order some replacement rug for our runner, we can always add some additionals so we can replace those as well, and hold them in place with some screws. So I'm going to pull this out here, this compartment, after I wanted to show you how packed to the gill it gets sometimes. But I'm going to pull this out and let you see what it looks like beforehand, and then we'll do some cutting, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like afterwards. All right, so we have the compartment empty now, and I'll be able to show you in here a little bit better. So it's saying it's not focusing. I think it's working now. So obviously we got the end there, and then we have our flooring that continues throughout. So this is pretty common on how RVs are made, where they just basically do the flooring all the same. And then all this, one thing that's unique, obviously about Airstreams, if you're not aware, is that everything gets brought in after the flooring is done, and that's different. Usually the furniture is built and assembled, and even the fridge and everything on an RV, and then the walls are built around it. And so that's not the procedure. Everything that's in an Airstream has to fit through the door. So if you had never heard that before, that's pretty common knowledge, but everybody has to hear it for the first time. So we, as you can see, that's always a thing where the walls are kind of getting beaten up and they don't look that nice after, and you're like, wow, okay, so it's starting to show some age, and the floors, even with the best efforts of that little black rubber mat, is still going to get grungy and dirty. And so we're not going to get too bent out of shape about any of this. I might maybe make an attempt to wipe the walls down before I put this carpet. But one other thing that I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you guys too as well, is I always, and let me back up here and see if I can get the camera to actually focus where I want it to. I think I can use the joystick to move it, maybe not. There, okay. So, you know, with our compartment lid that comes down, you know, it's aluminum, and I'm always having to be extremely careful, like I am with everything that we own, to not dent this, because once again, then that just starts to show character for your Airstream that you've actually used it and put it out in the wild. But it's not something I really want to see. So another thing that I'm going to do is I actually have kydex on hand, because I'm a holster manufacturer, in case you hadn't picked that up with the advertisements that I put on our videos. So I do produce holsters, and so I have a big inventory of kydex. And so you can order kydex off the internet very easily. It's available on Amazon and really a lot of different stores. So that is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to show you that too as well. I'm going to make some kydex sheets that we're going to double side onto this door to protect our doors as well. All right, so here we are with the finished project, and pretty happy with how it came out. I work with kydex all the time, obviously, like I mentioned earlier, so I'd hope that this would be something that would come out decent. Just made it simple cuts, didn't radius anything, just, you know, put some beveled corners on there. This is going to really help my anxiety, I guess, of like dragging it across the aluminum, because it's not going to matter anymore, and if I really want to, I can pop this up. Now I did use just some 3M, you know, tape on there. So, you know, just use the VHB tape and attach it on there, so that works out pretty good. Just make sure to clean everything with alcohol really good. And then let me show you inside the compartment, which is the best part. So I did cut a piece that actually went to the back side as well, and I had to put my Level Mate Pro back up there afterwards. But as you can see, now I didn't do the front side of the compartment because yeah, I could have, obviously, but I will say, like, the using the screws was just, even, you know, in this heat, was just unbearable to some degree. Sun's coming down, but it just wasn't working out, you know, to get in there and do that. And so what I ended up using was just a heavy duty staple gun, and put some staples and just attached it on the back wall. I didn't attach the bottom. That'd just kind of keep it up. And this is all one piece. So from front to back, or from the side wall to the bottom, is all one piece. And then I did end up trimming up that piece of rubber, since I have it. Might as well, you know, use it. And but all the carpet is now protected, and the whole compartment is pretty much protected in there. Don't expect anything to be square, because, you know, that's just how things would go. So you're gonna have to maybe trim a little bit, and I did. I ended up having to take off a little bit at the top because it's not square at the other end, and so it's binding up. But yeah, I'm really happy with the result of this. I'm gonna put all the stuff back in there and then move on to the next compartment. I'm not gonna show you that because it's gonna go exactly the same as this one, and I think I might have to order some more carpet as well. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. I hope that you found this useful, and you know, maybe you'll decide to do this as well on your compartment. Definitely makes them look nicer, and they're better protected, and it takes away some of the anxiety of maybe when you get mud in there or whatnot. And then just a little additional helpful hint. So we do have like these little bags that we put our ground pads in, and also our chocks. So that's something that I highly recommend in case you'd missed that. Like a couple years back, I did a video about how we store everything. And that really makes a big difference. If you're out in a state campground and there's mud everywhere and it rained and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about getting your compartments all dirty, because you're just literally just taking your muddy chocks or your muddy ground pads and putting them in these bags and then zipping them up. So that works out pretty good. They got zippers on there as well, these little bags do. So just lightweight nylon bags. So, all right, well, I appreciate everybody watching. Most likely the next video that we're going to be showing you is the Missouri video, as we head out west to Lake the Ozarks and hang out there for like 8 days. So it's going to be a blast. We're really looking forward to it. And that is going to be a review video as well of a campground that we have been to before, and it is beautiful. It's an RV resort. It's called Riviera RV Resort, and Lake of the Ozarks, and I think you guys are going to enjoy that one. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when that video gets published. Appreciate everybody watching. Make sure to be safe and get out there and have some fun.